Hell yeah, Tina. Of course, still. I'll make sure that I know what I'm talking about if I get asked to couch that game, because I really do love that game. Yeah, I know I don't always do a great job of hanging out with you, Nyx, because I've always got like a ton of things that demand my time, but your presence was missed at GDQ. Okay, honestly, this is a pretty cool vertical level. I like this. It's not trying to be super gimmicky or anything. It's just like a pretty well-designed vertical level. There's a fast way to beat this level, but it's very tight. I gotta tell ya, optimizing vertical levels is like super not my bag, but I respect a well-designed vertical level. It's not that there's anything complicated about them, but I changed the direction on my D-pad too quickly for wall jumps most of the time, and it makes it really hard for me to consistently execute wall jumps. I know I'll get better at it as I continue to play Super Mario Maker, but for a lot of games, the timing you want is to kind of hit the button to jump right as you're turning away from the wall. But for Mario Maker, you actually have to hit it, like, as you are going toward the wall. Like, while holding against the wall, that's when you have to do it. How's the 3D world theme in this? It's unique enough to make it a lot of fun, I think. You're gonna submit Math Blaster Mystery for AGDQ? You know, my gut instinct is to tell you that it wouldn't get accepted, but what the fuck do I know? I haven't gotten anything in GDQ in ages. Oh, you're gonna beat my world record in Darkened Sky, and it's gonna... Like, I'm gonna be super happy for you, but I'm gonna get really bummed out about it. Don't take that sentence and do anything with it. I'm just saying... I really, really wish I had the motivation to grind down the world record with the new tech. I'm not hitting the down button. It's dog shit. You don't know what you're talking about, game. Liz, now if you don't get world record, I'm going to accuse you of holding back because of me. I'll be way more upset about that. This is a no-win scenario for you, by the way. Piss! Well, there's a strat that is like several minutes faster than the one I use in my world record, so it's an easy world record, honestly. If Liz plays it for half the time I did, she'll beat my time easily. Dragon Village, you can skip most of the level by just infinite jumping out the back straight to the end rather than playing the level as intended. Well, not as intended, but you know what I mean. Nope, the level literally where you're supposed to kill 3 dragons, and we don't kill 3 dragons, we only kill, like, 1. You can skip directly to the last dragon. Hey DSF, thanks for the 200 bits, I appreciate it. Yeah, I showed you all the strats I knew, and it contains stuff that's not in the world record, to my dismay. Thank you for the 200 bits, DSL. Stop! I'm not hitting down. I cannot wait for a new controller. Very excited about that prospect. Well, Emma, you can speedrun any game you want to. Nothing forces you to, nothing forces you to get world record. Just any game you're having fun with, just play it. I'm playing with a pro controller and it sucks ass. It sucks big ol' ass. It sucks ass. Yo, I'm super down to squad up with friends. I'm just waiting to squad up. I ordered the Pokken controller. Oh, I meant squad up in Mario Maker. I'm gonna play Martin Maker with all of my friends. Not just my partner friends. The only recommendation I've gone off of is Graham Pooh Bear's, and he said that the Pokken controller is, like, the best. The best controller, period. He said if he could speedrun SNES games with it, he would. Which he can. He just would need an adapter. Also, right now, or rather, I was watching Witwix's stream earlier, and he was talking about he bought a bunch of controllers so he could test them out. And he said he's gonna make a video comparing and contrasting the controllers he bought, so. Piss. I like Whitwick's. I find his sense of humor. I don't know, his sense of humor. I like it. And I've never been given a reason not to like him, to my knowledge. Piss! Oh, I bet the PS4 controller would be actually really good. Roymart, hit me up when you get that and try it out. I'm actually really curious about that, because I have a PS4 controller, and I can imagine that being really strong for Mario Maker. I like my 8-bit do controller, but the jump button started sticking on it when I used it for a few months playing, when I used it for a few months playing Llama Lana Randomizer. So, I would vouch for it in that I really liked using it, but I don't know if that's a sign that they don't have a lot of longevity. Fuck that guy in particular. Yeah, the hoary one. Can't believe that guy. Basically, right now, I bought the Pokken controller for now because Grand Pooh Bear raved about it. But I'm holding out for what Whitwick says. He plays a lot of Martin Maker, so I'm gonna trust his opinion on what makes a controller good or not. And he's actually pretty good at, like, more technically demanding levels, so I'm looking forward to hearing what he says about it. Yeah, once I get the code from it, I'm gonna offer it to whoever wants it. I don't know who plays Final Fantasy XIV, but there's a Shadowbringers DLC that I got apparently as a bundle deal for buying the Pokken controller. Go ahead and try to figure out the math out on that one. I hate this. This is not somewhere I want to be, right? This is all bad? Feels all bad.
Oh, no.
How much is the Pokken? It was $24, which is why I did not hesitate to buy it, because I figured even if it turns out to be a dog shit controller, it's 25 bucks. It literally couldn't be worse than the Pro controller, and I definitely paid more for that. The thing is I actually really like the Pro controller. I just think it has a really bad D-pad. And more often than not, if I have the option, I prefer the D-pad. Jeff, thank you so much for the resub. How are you doing? Yeah, the Pokken controller's wired, so... Yes, and I want one of those. I want one of those controllers so much. I don't know what I would do with it. I guess I would just offer to play jank games on stream with a controller cam, but I want that. Want that controller. What makes it the worst D-pad? It's not that the D-pad's bad, it's that the D-pad's on the right. And all of the rest of the buttons are on the left in a line, in a straight line. Go ahead, imagine yourself holding that controller. Tell me, do you have real bad thoughts? Is it making you think the dark things?
Oh no!
Hey, Tormod? I'm glad that you got the thing that I said. I mean, reminder, I'm not vouching for it right now. I just heard a recommendation from a Super Mario Maker streamer that I trust. So Pooh could be, like, way off. He could have the bad opinions. I thought I said I wasn't gonna try to optimize a vertical level. I'm mad at me for not sticking to my guns. I'm mad. It's gotta be that tunnel. That has to be the one. Is it the rightmost tunnel that you're talking about, Bob? Is it that? Is that shit? Is it this awful sin that you've committed? I'm having to, like, consistently hold every direction up out of fear that it's gonna hold down. Why do I hate me? I'm getting there too fast. Am I using a Pro Controller? Yes, that is why I'm having a bad time. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit down. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm considering cracking open my Pro Controller sometime tomorrow. I don't know. How hard is it to do the tape fix for the D-pad? I know that it doesn't make it perfect, but I have to imagine it helps a lot. I didn't hit down. There's actually no amount of down that I hit there. Great, that down input was real good. Can you gaslight me about my controller inputs? Like, you can try to convince me that I'm the one hitting down, but trust me, I know what I'm hitting. That's tough. That's gonna be tough. That's not good. That's not good. I don't like that. I mean, I'm getting it, but at what cost, right? My soul will never be clean after this. God, I'm gonna get a good time on this. It's gonna happen. And you can't stop me. Legally. Intentionally holding up left and up right is making a big difference, so. Why does it have to be that? There's no reason it has to be that way. There's no reason it has to be that hard. This could actually be easy. It would be allowed to be easy. Oh, it's right there. Just go in there.
time.
That's a pretty big improvement. It was 104, I think. Let's go again. I really like this level. It's been there. It's the Warp World multi-queue. First off, let me remember to do that. I'm doing it again. I'm pulling away from the wall too fast. The shame is, the big shame is, I think the Switch Pro controller is a super solid controller. It's got a great weight to it. Everything else about it seems to be really well made. It's just the D-pad's kind of shit. It's like the GameCube controller. I think the GameCube controller actually is a good controller, but the D-pad's shit. The D-pad's always such an afterthought. Yeah, now I use the Xbox One controller, which I've been pretty happy with it. Come on. Now I just can't wall jump like normal. God, what a travesty that the N64 had such a good D-pad, but it was never used. Like, wasn't Kirby 64 like the only game that used the D-pad? I didn't even know you could use it in Tony Hawk. I didn't know you could use it in Mischief Makers, never mind. There were apparently a lot of games that used it, that's my bad. Later, MKDS. I keep pulling away from the wall too fast. Awesome, Xandra. It was a well-made level. I liked it. Now I'm trying to go way too fast, which is okay, but... Too high. Too high. You gotta start pretty high, because you sort of start to settle down a little bit after a bit. No, come on. Well, this will give me good practice for this part. I'm not getting the world record in Otter Fiend's level. Good enough. I'll take it. That was a good level. Thanks, Bob. You make good levels, Bob. Jeez. I love giraffes, who's been sitting in the queue for a while. I don't know if they're still here, but I guess that's the curse of... Rayquaza claimed the world record time for Tower of Oomph. Why would you do this to me? How could you? Rayquaza comes into my home. Sits here and eats my food. Takes my world records. Thanks, Big Bad Eric. At the flag, you can just walk under? Are you kidding me? PA Master, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. Christ. Can't believe we're back. I can't believe we're back to this. Why would you do this to me, Rayquaza? That was slow. Gain too much height. Oh, that's not good. That's bad. Yeah, I'm not really wanting to play a bunch of Kaizo levels. I will play some Kaizo levels, I think, on occasion, but Kaizo levels really aren't, like, what I'm into. I feel like Kaizo levels center around just completing it, and I really like levels that provide you, like, optimization, like this. I think my issue is I just don't like levels where the designers already decided the only way you're allowed to play it. Fuck it, I just need to practice this. God, I never had this problem with gaining height before, but now I am. Okay, so some Kaizo games have optimization, but I feel like so much of Kaizo just centers around here's the one way you can beat this level. I don't know, maybe that's a misperception. Maybe that's not actually the way it is, and that's just the way it feels to me as an outsider. You can just run under here? Are you kidding me? How did I not even notice that?
Oh yeah, Mario time.
How did that escape my notice? I can do that better. You said that last time, Casper? I read about 50% of what you type. I hate it. This is actually a really good level. Bob made a really fun level. Shit. No. Bob McName. The Blacktastic's way too cool to hang out in my stream. Samurai Hitman! Agreed. Okay, just want to practice this last part. Fuck you, down input. Fuck you, down input. You gonna do this to me? What's up, Dark Alexander? How you living? Yeah, I'm gonna remake all my notifications. I had just changed them to be Ace Attorney themed when I started my Ace Attorney playthrough, and I was too lazy to redo them. I just got really tired of listening to my old ones. It was close. What do I want to do here? Do I want to just hook? Like, do I want to just curve around? That might be faster. The only voice recorded line I think I had was, thanks for spending $4.99. Blah, blah, blah. God, these wall jumps are just so sloppy. Come on, why do I have to struggle with just the end part? Just takes practice, Jovo. It's Mario. He does the jumps. You just hit the jump button. Rayquaza is gonna beat me to it. Rayquaza is so good at video games. It's not fair. I should be allowed to speedrun uncontested. I'm making my own leaderboard. 80% only author blues. 80% author blues' story. I don't have a good sense of whether or not that's actually faster. It feels like it could be. Why am I having such a hard time with basic wall jumps? Jokes aside, Rayquaza, I've got a ton of respect for you. Like, all the speed games you run, you're just really exceptional at. I have a ton of respect. Same. I get that. I think actually this stage is giving me a lot of good practice at being good at just quick wall jumps. I think my brain is more wired for like Super Metroid wall jumps, which are a little different than this. It's so hard to quick swap the directions you need for wall jumps. Have I played Ultimate Chicken Horse? No? I know what it is, though. Just... Why does your sub badge keep changing color? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try to get one more decent run of this, and I'm gonna move on to I Love Giraffes stage. Why am I having such a hard time with wall jumps? You said PZ. I'm just trying to go fast for the speedrun.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Good. I don't think that was better than my PB. I swear to God, Rayquaza. Right out from under me. I can't believe you've done this. You're stealing strats. Get out. No fair. If you have better strats, you're legally required to share them with me. Night, Roy Mart. I'm not staying up super late. This queue will probably continue on to tomorrow. Quick, everyone, distract Rayquaza with a very interesting chat. You can bounce off the second mole. But I'm bouncing off all the moles I see, I thought. What mole am I not bouncing on? I wonder if that would be faster. I feel like it's not because it's a little more horizontal running, but it does mean that you don't have to land and then re-jump again. I actually want to try to see if I can set that up. I've been trying to ground pound, but at little height, I'm having a hard time doing it. Come on. That really narrow tunnel right there, I'm having a really hard time wall jumping there. I could get through there so much faster. If I could wall jump faster. I've become obsessed. I've become very obsessed. Crap. Did Rayquaza already beat me to the cannonball strats now too? I've got nothing. I can't see what he's doing. Alright, you know what? I'm just going for sub 30 now. I'm just going for sub 30, that's it. Or sub 20, sorry. 30, whatever. Whatever the time is. That bouncing off that cannonball does not seem like it's gonna... I don't know, maybe? I'll see. Doesn't seem considerably now. Rayquaza, you're too fast. I can't believe you're doing this all with the analog stick. Maybe I'd do better if I used the analog stick. I'll try using the analog stick. How are you using the cannonball to make it faster? I can't see a single cannonball that looks like it really offers anything promising. Whoa! Gamers! I think that's it. I think that's what I need. Shit. Rayquaza didn't see that, right? So how did I get a super high bounce there? What did I do different that time? Hey Bob, you made a good level. I hate it. I hate it a lot. That's faster. That's definitely faster, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
No, please let me keep the jorts. Oh. Oh, wait, I might be able to use that. Wondering if I can, I mean, any amount of extra horizontal I do is obviously time consuming, but little amounts of it here and there in order to keep a rhythm might be better. Hey, D to the fourth. Huh. I'm on the fence about this one. I was literally holding upright, so I do not know how I ground pounded, but okay. It was great meeting you, man. One time I made it up very high and I don't know how. Like, how did I do it? Is there a way to bounce way higher off of an enemy than I'm doing? So if I go straight up there, that might work. Wall jumping with the D-pad is... I'm starting to think that there's some legitimacy to this.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
There was one little thing I'd like to see if I can do better. I may not actually complete another one, I just want to see if there's this one spot that I think there might be a better movement. Wall jumping's hard. No, going right's definitely the right call. There's a really fast path up the right-hand side, so getting over there's ideal. I know every idea I have to beat Rayquaza to it, because while I've come up with some good ideas, he's very clearly better at moving a Mario. I'm absolutely right that this is gonna work. I'm absolutely right this is gonna work. Thank you so much, Jaguar King. How are you doing? God, the wall jumping is starting to kill my hands. There we go.
No!
Okay. Wall jumping sucks ass. It sucks ass. This is the best I can do. This is the best I can do. I will never improve upon this. One day everything I love will be taken from me, but I will still have the memory of having accomplished what little I've done here. Alright. God damn it, Rayquaza. God damn it. I just want to see what the new time is. Beat me by exactly a second. Fair enough, Rayquaza. You earned it. You earned it.